Office of the Secretary here. All these are different agencies, about 24. Now, you don't have this layer reporting to this layer, which reports to this layer up to the Secretary. No. Everything on here, this is a chart from the DHS, has a line directly from the Secretary to it, which means all of these agencies, it's not that they're reporting to each other, it's that they're all reporting up to the Office of the Secretary. So you have a couple dozen huge agencies that are reporting to Jen Napolitano. Let's take a look here. I want you to see some of these numbers that, again, talk about mind-boggling. We'll go to these graphics. We're going to start off with the number of jurisdictions that are involved in the DHS overall. More than 87,000 federal, state, and local jurisdictions have Homeland Security responsibilities. The number of employees here, it's about 250,000, 230,000, more than 230,000 employees all fall under DHS. Now, I was telling you before, a whole bunch of agencies. Let's take a look at what some of these agencies are that fall under the DHS. You have more than 24 officials who represent various agencies, and we're going to break down some of these for you now. You have, among the agencies, the TSA, Customs and Border Protection, Citizenship and Immigration Services, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is different from the other ones, Secret Service, FEMA, and the Coast Guard. Kira, all of that falls under the Department of Homeland Security. All of it comprises these tens of thousands of people. And that is why when we hear about this tangled web, about the complexities, and about what this administration says that it wants to do, which is to try to clarify everything, who has which role, you're talking about a huge bureaucratic task of making sense of exactly who does what, who shares what where, and ultimately everything in this giant chart working its way all the way up to the office of that secretary who, Kira, oversees the entire thing.
But there's also some key government agencies that are not a part of DHS, and it's a little surprising.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because it's good to stop and take note of that. You know, we talk about keeping the nation safe. Well, the CIA is not part of DHS. The FBI is not part of DHS. We hear about various parts of the government that focus on intelligence or protection to work together. But DHS has a ton of stuff underneath it. It does not have the CIA, the FBI, a couple of huge examples of agencies that are doing intelligence gathering that are also critical to keeping the homeland safe, to homeland security. So not only do you have this mess, but you also have the task of taking other big agencies, making sure everybody cooperates and shares. And folks, that is, as a nation, what we all face.